Hi, my name is Helge Hornes. I'm the product manager for intelligent systems at Pepperl+Fuchs. Today I will be showing you a new exciting safety controller concept Pepperl+Fuchs is going to launch in 2012. I will be covering installation, configuration and diagnostics. You should also check out a website Pepperl+Fuchs has set up where additional configuration examples can be downloaded. On each side of the safety controller there are 3 rows of removable color-coded terminals. These 3 are used to connect safe inputs. A 4th safe input can be connected here. Down here we have the safe outputs. Each of these will supply 700 milliamps of current, enough to drive the solenoid of a typical small motor starter relay. Underneath the safe outputs are the gray power terminal and yellow expansion port. Initially we will not cover installations that require expansion and only use those inputs and outputs that are part of the safety controller. It is still interesting to know that the expansion port enables the controller to handle just about any safety application. Up to 8 independent safe zones can be controlled. It is also possible to add another 31 safe input devices, including e-stops, light curtains, protective door switches and more. The first example I want to discuss is for a simple installation using 3 safety e-stops. These e-stops have 2 redundant safe contacts. The software configuration part will be covered in video 2. To make working with the safety controller easy, I've added a few terminals to this setup. The terminals on the left are plus 24 volts and the terminals on the right are the power supply minus. First we power the safety controller by bringing 24 volt to the gray power and yellow expansion port terminal. Next we need to connect 3 e-stops. For this example we'll be using the 3 redundant safe input connections on this side of the controller. Since these e-stops have 2 safe contacts, we're connecting them to 2 safe inputs on the safety controller. The first e-stop is connected to the contact set S1 and S2. On the label of the controller, these are identified as contacts S11, S12, S21 and S22. The other 2 e-stops are connected similarly to connection pairs S3, S4 and S5, S6. Because e-stops, once they have been released, must be reset by an external input, we will be using this little button as our reset. One of the more powerful functions of this controller is the fact that any safe input can be converted into a pair of conventional inputs and conventional outputs. And during the configuration, we will set up terminal S72 for our reset function. When pushed, the reset button connects plus 24 volts to the input terminal S72. We will not be using the other terminals on this connector, but you should know that once this safe input pair is configured as conventional I/O, terminal S81 is another input and terminals S71 and S82 are conventional low current messaging outputs. Those outputs can be used to drive LEDs, for instance LEDs that are part of a stack light or the Pepperl+Fuchs M18 field mountable LED cluster. Alternatively, they can be connected to PLC inputs and thus transmit operating status bits. The safety configuration is automatically backed up on this memory card. The card is most useful in situations where a failed safety controller needs to be replaced. Push down slightly releases the card Pushing in again captures the card. The Set button has several functions. For instance, if a safe input fails and the safety controller goes into the error lock state, the Set button is used to acknowledge the fault and restart the safety system. Communication between the PC running the Simon Plus configuration software and the controller is through this micro USB connector. With the electrical connections done, we can take the next step and configure the safety system using the Simon Plus software. Check out video 2 of this series.